Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top predictions based on a lot of criterias. And you may actually wish to know how we actually get these predictions. Of course, we are now using our own best AI intelligent tool that actually analyzes matches based on a lot of criterias. After which we manually make these picks and go further to use third-party sites such as SofaScore and Bet Explorer to make sure that we check for the form of the team, the home and away performance of that team, as well as top scorers. And if this actually meets our need, then we actually come to share them with you. We can therefore say these predictions are over 90% accurate, and you can actually make your bet picks and analyze and include in your bet slip. Therefore, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and updates. So this is actually what we have for you today. Today, we actually have 9 matches to share with you, and you can as well check our hand-pick 2+ odds, as well as our top 10 over 2.5 goal matches from the website link below this video description. So in our today's episode, the first match in our list is actually in the Czech Republic under 19. It's actually a match between FK Příbram playing versus SK Sigma Olomouc. Here, of course, if we check at the standing here, we are going to see that Sigma Olomouc under 19 has a second standing here. They have actually played 11 games, scoring 25 goals, conceding 13, as compared to its opponent Príbram that has actually played 11, scoring 8 and conceding 57. In other words, Príbram is very conceding. And if we look at the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Sigma Olomouc here has a 7 form. They've actually played 5 games, scoring 12 goals and conceding 5, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 5 and conceding 27. If we look at the performance rate of Príbram, they are actually very poor as compared to its opponent Olomouc that is actually very great. If we now look at the head-to-head between these two teams, you are going to see that this same year, you are going to see Sigma Olomouc actually played home and they actually hit Príbram 6-1. Therefore, we are actually expecting 3 possibilities here. The first possibility being the fact that Sigma Olomouc is going to win. Second possibility being the fact that an over 1.5 goal will occur in this match. And the third possibility, we are actually expecting an over 2.5 goals. The next in our list is actually in the Estonia SC Liga. It's actually a match between FC Levadia Tallinn playing versus Ida Viruma FC. If we check the standings of these two teams, we are going to see that Levadia under 21 has actually played 32 games, scoring 73 goals and conceding 41. In other words, they are very offensive and good in scoring as compared to its opponent FC Alliance that has actually played 32 games, scoring only 24 goals and conceding 93. In other words, they are very conceding. If we look at the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Levadia under 21 has actually played 5 games, scoring 9 goals and conceding 5 as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring only 1 goal and conceding 22. If we look at the performance rate of Levadia, you can see that they are good and as compared to its opponent. Now, if we look at the head-to-head between these two teams, you are going to see that this same here, they have actually met 3 times, and most of the times, all the 3 times that they actually met, it has always ended as an over 1.5 as well as an over 2.5. And again, we have Levadia has always win. Now it is actually coming home. Levadia is going to come home this time, and we are therefore expecting Levadia to win as one of the possibility. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here, as well as we are also expecting an over 2.5 goal in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Austria Bundesliga Women. It's actually a match between SV Nulengbach playing versus Union FC Blue Wings Links. Here, if we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Nulengbach actually has played 6 games, scoring 13 goals and conceding 2. In other words, they are defensive and offensive as compared to its opponent that has actually played 6, scoring 6 goals, conceding 11. Now, if we check the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Nulengbach here has a second form, having played 5 games, scoring 13 goals and conceding just 1, as compared to its opponent that has played 5 games, scoring 6 goals and conceding 8. If we now look at the performance rate of Nulengbach, you are going to see that they are better as compared to its opponent. Now, if we try to look at the head-to-head between these two teams, we are going to see that this was way back 2019. It has always ended. It ended as 4-0. We are therefore expecting, according to the performance rate and standings and form, we are actually expecting Nulengbach to take the home advantage to make sure that it actually win this game as one of the possibility. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually also expecting an over 1.5 goal to occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Oberliga, Germany Oberliga, Baden-Württemberg. It's actually a match between SV Stuttgarter Kicker playing versus SSV Reutlingen 05. If we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Stutt Kickers has actually played 13 games, scoring 39 goals and conceding 7 as compared to its opponent that has actually played 13, scoring 22 goals and conceding 18. If we check at the form of these two teams, we are going to see that Stutt Kickers has the best form in this league, and of course they have actually played 5 games, scoring 18 goals and conceding 2. In other words, very offensive and very defensive as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 5 goals and conceding 8. If we look at the performance rate of Stutt Kickers, they are good, as you can see here, as compared to its opponent. Now, if we try to check the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that Stutt Kickers, this same here, played away, and its opponent played its best defense because it was home. But this time, Stutt Kickers is actually coming home. You can see it here. We are therefore expecting it to win this game as the best possibility choice in this game. Or of course, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goals to occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga, NOFV Nord. It's actually a match between FSV Schwerin playing versus Blue Wings Berlin. If we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Blue Wings Berlin actually has the 4th standing here, having played 9 games, scoring 14 goals and conceding 8, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 9 games, scoring only 4 goals and conceding 34. In other words, they are very, very conceding. We'll look at the form of these teams. We are going to see that Blue Wings Berlin actually has the 6th form. They have actually played 5, scoring 5 and conceding 5 as compared to its opponent that has played 5, conceding 16 goals and scoring only 3. It means they are very, very conceding. If you see the performance rate of Schwerin, they are actually very weak as compared to its opponent, Blue Wings Berlin, that is actually very good here. If we look at the form, the head-to-head between these two, you can see that this same here, Schwerin actually ended as 2-1, and Blue Wings Berlin actually hit Schwerin. This time again, Blue Wings Berlin actually has a better form, and we are therefore expecting it to actually have a win in this match. Second possibility being the fact that as a best one, we are also expecting an over 1.5 goal to occur in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga. This time is Schleswig-Holstein. It's actually between Husuma SV playing versus FC Kieler Keil. So if we look at the standing here, you are going to see that Kieler Keil actually has the best form standings here. They have actually played 13 games, scoring 50 goals and conceding 15. In other words, they are very offensive. They are good in scoring. You can see as it is here, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 13, scoring 19 goals and conceding 45. We'll look at the form between these two teams. We are going to see that Kieler Keil here has the best form. They've actually played 5 games, scoring 23 goals and conceding 3. In other words, very offensive and very defensive as compared to Husuma, that has actually played 5, scoring 9 goals and conceding 15. If you see the performance rate of Husume, they're actually very poor here. They are very conceding as compared to Kilakai, that is very good here. You can see they are very, very good. Kilakai 9, Kilakai 3, you can see 4. They are really good here. We have no head-to-head match found between these two teams. But from the performance rate, you can actually tell that, of course, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal to occur in this game as one of the possibility. Second possibility that we are actually expecting an over 2.5 goal to also occur in this game. And the last possibility being the fact that we are expecting Kilakai to actually win in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Latvia. It is actually the Latvia Vestliga. It's actually a match between Footballer Skola Meta playing versus Riga FC. If we look at the standings here, you are going to see that Riga FC has a second form. They have actually played 32 games, scoring 62 goals, conceding 22, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 32 games, scoring 38 goals, conceding 78. That's very, very conceding. We will now check at the form of these two teams. We are going to see that Riga FC has a second form. They have actually played 5 games, scoring 14 goals, conceding 5, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 4 goals, conceding 19. We will now see the performance rate of if you now check for the performance rate of its opponents, Meta, Lu, you can see that they are very, very weak. They concede a lot as compared to Riga FC, that is actually very good. We will now look at the head-to-head between these two. We are going to see that this same year, all the times that they have actually met, we have actually received, and you can see that it's always an over 2.5 this same year. Therefore, we are actually still expecting an over 1.5 goal here as the best possibility. Second being the fact that we are still expecting an over 2.5 goal as the next possibility. And the other possibility being the fact that Riga FC having the best performance rate, we are actually expecting it to win in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Norway Division 2, Group 2. It's actually a match between IR Hood playing versus Stromdalen UIL. If you look at the standing table here, you are going to see that Hood has the best standing. They've actually played 25 games, scoring 52 goals and conceding 14, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 25, scoring 27 goals and conceding 33. If we look at the form between these two teams, we are going to see that Hood has the best form. They have actually played 5 games, scoring 12 goals and conceding 3, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring only 4 and conceding 4. If we look at the performance rate of Hood, they are very good. You can see Hood 2, Hood 4, Hood 5. You can see they are really good here as compared to its opponent that actually is average. So if we now look at the head-to-head between these two teams, we are going to see that this same year, 2022, you can see that Hood actually played away, but still yet it beats Stromdalen 2-0. This time, Hood is coming home. And of course, we are still expecting it to win as one of the possibilities here. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as the next possibility, as well as we are also expecting an over 2.5 goal to occur in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Romania Liga 3, that's Serie 4. It's actually a match between CS Tunari playing versus Aro Campulong. Here, of course, we are actually expecting, if we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Tunari actually has the best standing here. They've actually played 7 games, scoring 19 goals and conceding 4, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 7, scoring just 5 goals and conceding 14. If we look at the form here, we are going to see that Tunari actually has the best form in this table. They've actually played 5 games, scoring 16 goals and conceding 2. In other words, they are very, very offensive and very defensive as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring only 5 goals and conceding 12. We'll look at the performance rate of Tunari. They are actually very good. You can see Tunari 6, Tunari 2, Tunari 19, Tunari 6 as compared to its opponent. So of course, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, though we have no head-to-head here, but from the performance rate of Tunari, of course,
We are actually expecting Tunari to win as one of the best possibility here. Second possibility being the fact that we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here in this game. The next possibility being the fact that we are also expecting an over 2.5 goals in this game. You can actually check our top 10 over 2.5 goals matches from the website link below this video, as well as our handpick 2+ odds from the website link below this video description. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for new post notifications and updates, and see you again in our next episode. Bye bye.
And now I know my heart is a ghost town.